Hi everybody, Yoga Basics. We're gonna start on the ground. I'm gonna sit on a block. We're gonna use the wall today. So if you have to set yourself up somewhere near a wall, go ahead. I feel really far away. Just a cross-legged seat, simple seat. If you feel like moving your heels out under your knees, go for it. Otherwise, whatever's comfortable. Ground down equally on either side. Grow from the foundation of your sitting bones through your belly, your chest, your head. Exhale, bring your shoulders down your back. And close your eyes. And don't even change your breath yet. Just notice and settle in. Notice the amount of tension in your cheekbones, in your jaw. Notice in your shoulders and your neck if you're clinging up toward your ears or if there's some freedom. Notice the sensations in your hips and that crease between your torso and your legs. Just pay attention to what your knees are feeling like, and your ankles and your feet too. Just noticing. And then begin to deepen and to lengthen your breath. Smoothing out the edges. And your next complete count, just notice the count of your inhale and the count of your exhale. Naturally, your natural, what you're doing now. And keep going for a few breaths, making that as even as you can. Whatever you noticed on the first count, keep that. And you keep it on the exhale too. And now with that same count, you're going to take a pause for half of that at the top and the bottom. So say I had a count of 8 inhales and exhales. I'm now going to get rid of what I got. Inhale for 8. Pause for 4. Exhale for 8. Pause at the bottom for 4. And inhale 8. Pause for 4. Exhale 8. Pause for 4. Inhale up. Continue on your own count. So you're not following my breath. Do what works for you. And after you complete your next round, return to your natural breath. You can keep your eyes closed. And just pay attention to how that breath settled, all those spots you checked in with in your body. Give them a quick visit again. Notice. And then give your eyes a little flicker open. Inhale, grow nice and tall here. And exhale, forward fold. Nothing big, just kind of first creasy fold. Inhale brings you back up to center. Switch the leg that's in the front. Grow tall on either side. Exhale to look over your right. Inhale, center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Bring your hands back behind your back. Interlace your fingers and press out. And then exhale right ear to right shoulder. Inhale center. Exhale other side. Inhale back to center. Release your arms. Grow tall one more time. And exhale, fold. Inhale, press yourself back up to sit. Release your legs forward. Bring the soles of your feet to the ground and just start wibbly wobbling them back and forth. And then pick your toes up, just the heels on the ground, and exhale over. I'm sitting on my block, it's a little tougher. For 90 degrees on one side, I gotta come off them. Inhale back to center, and exhale the other side. Inhale back to center, and we're gonna come forward to all fours. Get yourself all squared away. Cat cows. The inhale, lift your hips, drop your belly, lift your chest and head. Exhale, curling around it all, let your head be heavy. 5 of those, your own breath, whatever else do you want to add. After your next inhale, exhale, return to neutral. Look over your right heel. Inhale center, exhale left. And when you get back to neutral, bring your knees wider than your hips, your toes to touch. Sit your bottom back into child's pose or your variation of it. And when your forehead comes to the ground, extend your arms all the way out and then come up onto your fingertips. And then from here, on the inhales, rotate your arms so that your elbow creases come up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, drop them all the way back, all the way from your fingertips. Inhale brings them one way, exhale the other. Alright, and then bring your palms all the way to the ground. Press into your palms so you're straight in the arms, weighting your hips over your heels any amount more. And then slide your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up. And from all fours, we're going to do some wrist and shoulder stuff because that's what we're going to do against the wall today, too. So, with your hands just underneath your shoulders. You're just going to shift your weight forward a little bit to, so it's comfortable creasing that wrist. And then exhale, shift you back. 5 right here. Your shoulders come forward enough that you can bear it in your wrists and come back. You're also taking your fingertips and squishing them into the ground the same way we do with our toes. So all the way from the fingertip through the crease of your heel of your hand. Oh goodness, was that 4 or 5? One more. And then when you get back to neutral, you're going to take your fingertips and face each other. So your wrist creases are still kind of working underneath your shoulders. And same motion, the inhales, you come forward, pressing your thumb down, using all your fingers. Exhale, shifts it back a little. Inhale forward. Exhales back. So all firmly foundation, right? So if your thumb feels like coming up, press it back down. One more. When you get back to neutral, you know it. Fingertips face out. Wrists are just under your shoulders still. Same thing, pressing down all 5 fingers. Inhales forward. Woo-wee. Exhales back. Two more. One more. And when you get to neutral, and then your fingertips face all the way towards you. If you're an elbow hyperextender, which I am not, I can't even show you, but you know, you guys that have the bump here, you got to rein this in, especially here, to keep it straight. Alignment, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Yeah. Same thing with your fingertips, pressing them firmly, spread them wide. Inhale, send you forward. Exhale, send you back. You mean we're all going somewhere different back. It's intense. This is getting ready for gardening season, pickleball season, bike riding. 2 more. And after your last one, return your hands to neutral, to the way we normally go. Give your elbows a little wiggle out, and then sit back on your heels. Bring your fingertips to interlace, your elbows right under your wrists. This is when you keep the top straight and just kind of pump your elbows up and down, and then switch directions. Awesome. Come to neutral. Allow them to splay out and just give a big wiggle forwards and inside. Shake that all out. Keep it going. We're going to be using these today. And then release that slowly and gently. And then big shoulder circles backwards. And then forwards. And then we're going to come to the wall. Okay, at the wall. 2 options. I don't actually have a wall really accessible to me. I only have my window here. So I'll show you what you can do up against the wall here. And I'll also show you what you can do down here. You can do either or, because this could be intense. So you decide where you're going to land today. A is you can do all of these from the wall. We've used to do these in class with your hands this way. You press against the window. And this is when you step back, feet underneath your heels, head in line, and let your head go. We'll be there for a while. You look up, come in, and then you do the same thing with your fingers this way, just like we did on all fours. So that's one option. Another option is to come back down to the floor, press your blocks against the wall, and decide where you want, how far apart you want your blocks to be today. Sometimes in the shoulders, it feels really nice to be wide. So just regular old fingertips forward. From all fours, curl your toes under. We're going to lift up for downward facing dog. So you're either doing this box against the wall or downward facing dog. Same motion, just a little bit different. Lands a little differently. On an inhale, look up between your hands. Either step in if you're up at the wall, or come on back down to all fours if you're down on the ground. And take a pause. You can release your arms and give them a shake out if you want. And we're going to do the same thing again. Either at the wall or on the floor. Fingertips out. Again, put your blocks where you want them, where it's going to be. I mean, this is intense enough. You don't have to make it harder. Never make it harder on yourself. Curl your toes under. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press back. 5 breaths. The inhale lifts you up. Exhale, either step on in or come on back down to all fours. Take a pause. You can shake a mat if you want. And we go again. Fingertips in. I have to make mine a little more narrow for that one. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, shift. Neti, even more narrow. Narrower. One, and inhale, look up. Exhale, come in or down. Take a break. That one's a tough one for me. I don't know about you guys. And then we have one more. Fingertips face you. If this seems too intense from here, but you want to do it from the ground, you can always tip these puppies up a little and do it from there. I think whether you have a lip or not, that should work on your floor. Curl your toes under, inhale, lift up. Inhale, lifts your head up. Exhale, walk in or come on down. Last time, take a pause, shake it out. All right. Okay, we're going to continue using the wall, but with lunges. So grab a block. I use the soft foam blocks if you have like an option, just because, sometimes they fall. So this is where we're going to take your toes, right toes, come all the way to the wall. Block is going to go between your knee and the wall. And you can use your hands on the wall to scoot yourself back. And we're going to just start in a high lunge. So, like I said, your hands, I wish I had a wall, would be right here against the wall. As you can press your chest open, lift this back leg any amount, and press this knee in towards the wall. On an inhale, lift those hips up a little, and exhale as you step in, grab your block, don't let it fall on you. Other side. Step her on back. See what you can do about dropping this hip any amount, lifting this back leg any amount, and softening. The inhale lifts your hips up. Exhale, step it on in. Back to the first side. Step it on back, back, back. Square everything up, check on all your things. And then allow your back heel to come to the ground. Everything else is still squarish with the front. So this is rotating out. You're reaching your back edge and then allowing maybe this hip to descend. Inhale, lifts those hips up. Release the block. Heel toe your feet together to shake it out to switch sides. block between knee and wall. Step it on back. Heel comes to the floor. Externally rotate, reach for that back edge, and everything else squares with the front. Inhale, lift it up, grab your block, step it on in. Not done yet. One more, either side. So the first one was a lunge. Second one, Virabhadrasana A. Now a modification of Virabhadrasana B. Same setup, toes on wall, block, step her on back to the lunge. Allow your heel to come to the floor. This time bring your hands to your hips and then open wide. So instead of bringing our arms out, we're just going to keep them on your hips. And think about your torso growing tall here rather than leaning forward. And then look back towards the wall, grab the block, straighten your leg, heel toe together to shake it out. Other side. I guess I have to turn my back to you because I only have the one wall. You're not looking at me anyway. Step it on back. Heel comes to the ground. Hands to your hips. And do all the things. On an exhale, you shift back towards the wall. Grab the block, straighten your leg. Heel toe, shake it out. Relax. All right, since we're here at the wall, let's carry on. Bring your block to the 45-degree again. And you're going to bring your front toes, just kind of the ball of your foot comes to the block. This back leg is the pyramid pose, Parsvakonasana, so you straddle the line and everything kind of faces forward. Same thing here, ball of your foot on the thing, straddle the line. Grow tall, spin everything out, find your foundation. If you have the wall, this first one, you're going to inhale, grow tall. Exhale with both arms, reach up, there I go. Reach up the wall and let your head come in line. On an inhale, come all the way back up and out of there. Exhale, release to switch sides. So you step her back like you'd be straddling. Oopsie-daisy. Everything square, spinning out, square again. This time, instead of reaching high, reach your arms straight forward, even if it's close by, and allow your head to come in line. So I immediately just kind of sunk over to this left hip. No bueno, rein that in. Yep. Inhale, come on up and out of there. Exhale, step off, release. Come back to this first side and do that same one, the midway. So inhale, grow tall, spin it all out. Exhale, come forward so your spine is straightish. Inhale, come all the way up and out. Exhale to switch sides. And this time we're going to reach tall on this side We did it wiggity whack, backwards, forwards. Inhale, grow tall and spin. Exhale, reach your arms up. On an inhale, come all the way up and out of there. Exhale, release. Now take a both blocks. Left foot forward, right foot back. Same position we just did against the wall. Inhale, grow everything tall and square. And then exhale, come forward using your blocks. Lengthy, keep lengthy in the spine, keep weight in the back foot as you fold. Inhale, keep the length as you come up. Exhale, step together. Other side, step the right foot or left foot back. Everything square and open. And exhale takes you forward. On an inhale with a straight back, come all the way up. Exhale, step together. Muy bien. Now grab a strap. And since we're here against the wall, we'll do something a balancing thing we haven't been doing very much lately. So this wall is for your help if you want stability. You can grab a chair or something too. And you're going to bring the strap behind you and the top of your right foot to the strap. I feel a little... So the loop is going to go on the top of your right foot. You ground down real firmly with the left. And you can start with your ankle, right? We kind of do this, well, this is similar to King Arthur. Start with your ankle, you can keep it flexed, and then just bring your knee in line with your other knee. And from there, keep coming up as much as you're allowed. So keep going, I'm just turning myself. You can use the strap. I'm going to bring my heel towards the outside of my thigh and keep bringing that knee in line with the other foot. And then my hips, if they go wiggity whack like that, I got to square them best I can. Exhale, release that side. Switch. So it can go on your ankle or the top of your foot. I don't know why I'm having a hard time. There. And check in with your standing leg. You want the foot to be solid, even using the toes. Hips square, knees stacked next to each other. And just keep checking in on all the things. On an exhale, release. So we're going to take that one step further. You can use the wall if you have it, or a chair if you have one. I'm going to use the chair today. So we're going to go back to side one. Ground down real firmly in the left. You need to be a decent-ish distance apart from your chair. You're going to bring up the right foot. And this is where it's nice to have it like on here on the top of your foot. Because I'm going to grow tall here. Exhale, lean forward and bring my hand to the chair. You can flip over in your hand or not, however it works for you. But you're just going to pick this up as you come over. And my knee goes flying out to the side. I got to rein that in. That doesn't allow me to go as far, but that's okay. Inhale, come all the way up and out of there. Exhale, release, switch sides. We have one more place we're going from here, so get yourself psyched and ready. Same thing, a distance away. Inhale, I lift myself up. Wah! Wibbly wobbly. Exhale, come forward. Flip my strap, rein that knee in. Inhale brings me up. Exhale, release. We're gonna go back to the first one. This is a modification of dancer's pose. So in this last one, you're really going to see what's happening here. Strap comes to foot. A good distance away from the chair. You decide where you want the strap to be now that you know it comes up over your shoulder. So you can start with it there, up over your shoulder. Exhale, come forward. And once you're established, you're going to lift this up so your leg starts coming away, lifting from the foot and the hip. Lifting. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release. Other side. Ground down. Get that leg where you want it. Now that you know. Exhale brings you forward. And then inhale lifts this leg any amount more. Oh my. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release. That's a doozy. Bring your chair in front. Diagonal to the base of the chair. Allow your foot to come out to the side a little. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, let your arms dangle. And inhale, just come up halfway. And then exhale, bend into that knee. And then come on down again. Inhale back up to neutral. Exhale, release. We'll switch sides. Off on the diagonal. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, fold and let it go. Inhale, halfway to lengthen. Exhale, bend into that knee here, and then let go again. You're kind of keeping that heel weighted. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale to release. One more thing in the chair before we come to the ground. You're going to bring it to a seat. Two more things in the chair. Two more. Bring it to the seat, your left or right ankle over your left knee. And then just try to get your ankle right underneath your knee there. And then exhale is just going to allow this to come down. Sometimes we fold from here. Today we're just doing this. Those hip flexors against the wall are intense. Give them a little break. And from here, you're going to slide yourself back in the chair just a touch and bring the sole of that foot to the chair. Grow tall. And exhale, let this elbow come through as you open to that side. Exhale, release that. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, come the other way. Gaze over your back shoulder. Exhale, bring your gaze over your inside shoulder. Exhale, completely undo. Slide forward again to switch sides. Left ankle crosses over right. Check to see that my ankle's right underneath. Grow tall. Woo, this side's way higher. And you just try to see what's the most tense, where in here you can release on an exhale. And at some point you can't go any further and you just stay. Exhale, as you release that, you slide yourself back, bring the sole of the foot to the floor. Inhale, grow tall here. Exhale, come to the inside of that knee for a twist. Exhale, release that twist. Slide back in your chair. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist the other way. Gaze over your back shoulder. Next exhale, gaze comes over your inside shoulder. Next exhale, completely release, undo. Shift forward in your chair till your sitting bones are there. Make your feet wider than the chair and your toes can face out. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, keep the length in your spine as you forward fold. At some point, you can no longer keep the length, then let it all round and let your head go. Press in evenly to your feet. On an inhale, come halfway up. Exhale everything here. Inhale, come the rest of the way up. And then bring your feet like we do when we're doing a wide leg stance. So the outside edge of your feet lines up with the outside edge of the mat. And you can be as wide or as narrow as you want here. Ground down, inhale, grow tall. Keep that edge of the foot, grounding down the mount of the big toe, the mount of the inside, all the whole things. Come forward. Hands can come to the ground if they're there. And then next inhale, if it's accessible, lift up off the chair and begin to straighten your legs. Next inhale, keep the length, come all the way back up. Heel toe, your feet together, and we're going to come down to the mat. On the ground, you're going to need blocks or bolsters if you have, and a strap. And you're going to come all the way down. Ooh, turn around to face your same wall. It'll be weird for you to look upside down, but this is what I want you to do. Bring your right sole of the foot to the wall. Did I say right? Left sole of the foot to the wall. Right gets the strap. So pressing firmly so that you can let this hip come all the way down. Straighten that leg. We'll start with that first and really thinking about the energy from your hip all the way to the heel of that foot. And then you can straighten the right leg. And then you press the right leg, mount of the big toe like it's stepping on the ceiling. Keep a little flex in that knee if you're a hyperextender. And see what happens. Keeping this down. This is what I care about right now today, is this bottom leg. keeping that bottom leg. You're going to turn your toes 45 degrees. Exhale to come out to the side. Hopefully around where your block is or your bolster, so that when it lands, you can get your effort back here. As soon as I landed, this thing went lifting up. I got to rein that in. Pressing through the mound of the big toe on that left leg. The whole thing engaged with the wall. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switches sides. Right foot reaches for the wall, firmly established, so all of it. And then left extends with a little micro bend and bring it up. And keeping this right hip down, turn those toes. Exhale, leg comes out to the side. And then attention back on the right hip at any amount that you can release and let go. Let it drop, let it drop. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, release. Bring the soles of your feet to the floor, your arms into cactus. Exhale, both drop to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Two more on your own breath. Over to the right. Center. And then when you get back to center, bring your knees into your chest. Make yourself the tight ball. You can roll around and wibble wobble. Ultimately, on an exhale, let it all go. Your legs completely extend and flop to the outside. Your arms, you lift them up and roll your shoulders under, so broad across the top. And then let go. Close your eyes. Feel the sensation of that one part of your skull that's making contact with the mat. Release your tongue. As you deepen and lengthen your breath again, little wigglies to your fingers and toes, circling your wrists and ankles. Maybe a bend in your knees and elbows, that stretch overhead with a yawn. Ultimately, your knees come into your chest, roll off to your side. Take a pause and check back in. And then keep turning towards the ground as you lift yourself up. Come to a comfortable seat so we can finish together. You can bring your hands to your heart center or not, wherever you want. Exhale it all. Inhale, fill her up. The sigh. And again. Out your mouth. And the last one in. Exhale through your nose as you bow your head. Thank yourself for coming. Pat yourself on the back, a little high five. And know that the light that shines inside of me honors and values the same light that shines in each of you. Thanks for joining Yoga Basics. See you next time. Namaste.